Hey everybody, failed entrepreneur back again, and well, he did it again. Who am I talking about? Trump, of course, and his latest blunder, scandal, goof up, embarrassment, whatever you want to call it. I guess. I don't know. So yesterday, Trump was giving one of his Corona briefing updates, which are not entertaining in any way. I don't know why people watch these things, but whatever. And I guess during a rambling part of the Q&A, he was going off on some types of treatments that they were maybe looking at. And these were admittedly strange things and very weak sounding in the first place. That would be more worrying to me than what he said. But they were looking at possibly using light in the skin or putting light under the skin. I don't know, put everyone in a tanning bed to try and fight back against Corona, I guess. Is that what we're at right now? Or he had talked about like disinfectants and basically, like literally using disinfectant to try and go after Corona. Like, I think that's all he said. However, I think someone in the press and then the news and then it's all over the place is like, what? Disinfectant? You're going to use this? Wait, are you telling people to start drinking bleach? Is that what you're talking about? And then it's poof, it's all over the place now. So there's a big picture of like Clorox on the cover of Drudge. My Facebook feed is just full of my Trump-hating friends making fun and poking fun, like, oh my gosh, can you believe this guy? What an idiot! And maybe he should drink the bleach. And it's just like, wait, he's not the great. He didn't say that. I'm like, what is going on? This is like a real thing we're dealing with here. And again, those weren't really real treatments, but I don't think he didn't say to drink the bleach. But it doesn't matter because it's all perception, right? And so everyone will remember that time Donald Trump told people to drink bleach. It does not help that there's a couple in Arizona that actually drank some of the quinine. I cannot say that. The malaria drug, I guess, but they drank fish cleaner instead. And granted, there are not smart people in the world, so natural selection. If the corona doesn't get you, natural selection will. So I guess it's not like this has not happened before, but it's just kind of funny, kind of sad, kind of just again that people are just so quick to like jump on the president. Like, it's Trump. He says dumb stuff all the time, right? George W. Bush, right? Remember him, right? He said dumb stuff all the time too, right? And same thing. People jumped all over him, and he kept comedians in business, and he was good for late night talk shows. But Trump does it like probably a bit more, and he likes to Trumpisms and stuff. It's Trump. He's just gonna say stupid stuff, and people that like him, they know, they accept it. Yeah, whatever. And that people that don't like him, it's just more evidence that he's unfit for office and doesn't know what he's doing. Granted, on the Corona front, it probably looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. He keeps changing his timelines and his stories, and his response has not been very good at all. And again, that's what's more worrying to me, is that if we're looking at disinfecting people and fighting this thing with light, we may be running out of options. One second. That's great content. There was a thing in the news the other day that they were someone in the Trump administration or someone in his council or one of the scientist people, I think suggested that we all walk around in spacesuits going forward, right? That's what it's going to take. It's like, oh man, we're screwed. We're pretty screwed, right? But again, this is just more of the same. If you remember a while ago, like remember Trump and his it's not even that. I was gonna say Trump and the campaign crowds or inauguration crowds, and what a brouhaha that was, because he said it was the biggest crowd ever. Like, Well, actually, well, we went and looked at, and it's just like, who cares? It's he's gonna say what he's gonna say. That's not a big deal, but to people it is. This is probably, I think, more like when, what is it? His Kellyanne Conway, his like campaign advisor, right? Whatever. She like put her feet on the couch in the Oval Office. Whoa, that was a huge like people that don't like Trump, like so disrespectful, and oh my gosh, what is? And it's just like what? Everyone else is like that Vincent gif, Pulp Fiction. Okay, I put it on the screen if I knew how. Anyway, so, but yeah, the worrying thing is really that like they don't seem to know what is going on right now. And as pressure mounts to open back up, what are we going to do? There's supposedly, I think, 30 strains of this virus now, and it seems to be very mutable, right? It's like the X-Men of viruses, and so it's just, there's tons of strains. Some seem to be a lot worse than others, so that makes any vaccine difficult, and I don't think people really want to like confirm and say, and we don't really know yet, but it looks like this is like here to stay, maybe a seasonal thing, maybe it's a 24/7 thing, but I mean, sooner or later we're just probably going to have to find a way to live with this, and if that's the case, again, it does call the extreme quarantining and social distancing into question, which is the video I had posted yesterday, right? If we can't wait to flatten the curve indefinitely, we can't shelter in place until this thing goes away. It's not going to work that way. So, and it seems like there's no vaccine, there's no cure, there's no real good treatment on the horizon, at least not yet. But again, I don't know. We'll see. Joe Rogan talked about this, so you know it's out there. There was in between one of these briefings, this is like 2 days ago, some White House staffer or again advisor was caught like on a hot mic, basically saying that first of all that they've all been vaccinated in the White House, so that's why he didn't have a mask, which is like, what? Huh? How did you get a vaccine? Is there a vaccine? And then this was right after some of those California studies came out, which basically said that the amount of exposure of corona is way more widespread than people at first thought, and is being reported, maybe up to 55 times more out there in society. Is that the technical term? Out there in society. And if that's the case, the death rate or the death rate drops way low to less than 1%, and he basically. This guy on this White House advisor on hot mic basically said the whole thing was a hoax. That's not a good look. I also made a video on that a couple days ago too, or go look down there or wherever you are. And so again, it's just like that does not help, and it just really seems that nobody knows what they're doing. Other countries, it's been going on for a while now. I think this is getting probably everyone's attention. Some scientist in some countries somewhere. We would hope, I think, would be like announcing a breakthrough anytime soon in corona treatment. But again, that is not happening. And so maybe our faith in science is a little bit misplaced. Or maybe this is just like, you can't really cure against the flu. So it's going to be something you have to live with. The good thing, though, is if it really is more prevalent than we expected, and if a lot more people have been exposed to coronavirus, I think I actually had it back in like January, because I had these weird coughing, respiratory symptoms. It wasn't a flu and it wasn't a cold, and this thing just wouldn't go away. It was the weirdest virus I guess I've had. I mean, memorable in that, I talking about it to people at the time. I can't shake this thing. This is weird, right? It could be that, we're learning coronavirus was here a lot earlier than we thought, and I can't prove it, but I think I may have been maybe exposed to it. So, again, the point is that's good because it's a lot more survivable. Yeah, there's certain people that are going to be way more at risk, the elderly, and just if you have health problems. But if you're elderly or you have health problems, I mean, you're at risk to probably most anything anyways. It's just, unfortunate there might be something that's pretty super spreadable and super prevalent that could come after you now. So just add something more to your list. Stop smoking, do your exercise, and eat your vegetables, right? Good advice for all of us. So we will see. I'm not worried this is going to blow over in 24 hours. It's probably only got a few hours left before it's out of the news cycle, and I have no misconception that he's probably going to say something dumb shit in the next week or so again anyways. No big deal. I'm more worried about trying to find some kind of stopgap or safety measure, or if that vaccine is legit, where is it for the rest of us? And when are we going to try and open up the economy? Because that, I think, right now is probably the much graver threat that we're facing, and that is a self-imposed threat, but like Corona, one that is harmful and threatening, and probably many times more. But that's another video for another time. Video I was probably going to make today, and then the Bleachgate thing came up. So anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe. I try and make videos every single day. They may not be great videos, but hey, they're my videos. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. I got things to do. I know you do too. This is Failed Entrepreneur.